What's up, guys? On this week's show,
Creed 2 trailer.
E3 highlights.
And seriously, what the fuck is going on with the Batman?
Plus, dumb shit of the week. All that and more on this episode
of One Giant Leap for Geeks.
That's one small step for man, one giant leap for
Geeks. Welcome to another episode of OGLFG, where we talk about movies, video games, and all things in geek culture. I'm your host, Mike C. Squared, and with me is my better half, Amber.
Hi.
One Giant Leap for Geeks proudly presents Talking With. This week, we have a special guest, Benwah, who is a streamer on Twitch. He was gracious enough to join us today. We're glad to have you on the show, Ben. Go ahead and tell the people a bit about yourself.
My name is Benwah. I enjoy short walks on the beach and tacos.
Awesome. Now, before we get started, I wanted to ask you some questions. I mean, because you're on the internet, and as we all know, the internet is a binary thing, so everything has to be either one thing or the other. So you're either this or that. So let's begin by putting you in a box. What would you rather say? You would be more inclined to PlayStation or Xbox?
Oh, man. All right. Now, this is going to go back a little bit. I would initially say PlayStation just because the PSN was free. Didn't have to pay anything else as long as you had an internet connection just to hook up that Ethernet cable. You can go shoot people in the head on Call of Duty. But given all the problems that they had with that, I'd rather deal with the security of Sony and the Xbox. Or, I'm sorry, Microsoft. Wow.
Gotcha. Yeah. Gotcha. Okay. All right, let's go to another one. Would you say you are more a Marvel or DC person?
Oh, Marvel. Hands down, man. X-Men, Spider-Man. I mean, granted, I love the Batman anime cartoon, but no.
Yeah. I think even
Marvel,
the most, diehard Marvel fanboy still likes the Batman animated series. That show was fucking awesome.
Oh, definitely, but I still have, like, the X-Men theme in my head right now since we brought that up.
Right. Oh, yeah, no, the X-Men, the 90s X-Men show had probably one of the best, like, intros of, like, any, like, Saturday morning cartoon that was on during that time, or probably ever. Maybe not the best, but one of the best, for sure.
Absolutely.
All right, so let's go to anime. Would you say you are more Naruto or Dragon Ball Z?
Oh, Dragon Ball, hands down. I grew up on that.
Oh, yeah.
Man, the original series before Z, back when Matsuroshi was a perv.
Oh, yeah. Oh, right. Back when they did a lot of questionable, things for a children's cartoon show. I was like, I'm pretty sure there was a good amount of nudity throughout the original Dragon Ball series.
Let's just say Akira was not the anime to pop my cherry.
Oh, man. And then one last question. Would you say you like, or I guess, which one would you be more leaning towards? Dubstep or techno?
Oh, techno.
Okay.
Techno, definitely dubstep. Yeah, I mean, techno goes back to, like, synth. You're looking like the 70s and stuff, man. Dub is... It's a young cat's game, and I'm an old bogey, so techno.
Right. Okay. All right, that's fair. All right, so now that we're done, stereotyping you and putting you into a box, why don't you go ahead and tell us about your stream?
Oh, man, my stream? All right. Well, I've been doing this on and off for going on about 4 years now. I'm typically a retro gamer, all about interaction. I want my environment, my community to be just like you're at the arcade, huddled around with a bunch of strangers while someone's on a cabinet, or you're at home with your buddies eating Doritos on a couch. It's all about just trying to get the community involved as much as possible with a lot of nostalgic, retro, not just games, but music and talk. And basically, if you like anything from the past, and I know I'm dating myself when I say this, 80s, 90s, that era video games, like the second, third, fourth, maybe fifth. Right now I'm playing Suikoden or Suikoden, and someone's probably going to hear that and say, oh, he's pronouncing it wrong. Whatever. Like, that's me. It's just an open, welcome environment for everybody who wants to kind of talk about their glory days, or just maybe the younger group that want to know the history of how, gaming has evolved, things of that nature. And that's pretty much what I bring to the table as it comes to streaming.
Nice. Okay. So what made you want to start streaming in the first place? Like, I mean, it would kind of be a open-ended question to say, like, what made you, start gaming? Because, I mean, everybody has their reasons. And, I mean, everyone, I think, to some degree, no matter what age you are, games, whether you play solitaire or mobile games, or if you're a hardcore, tournament circuit gamer, I think everybody plays games to some degree. But what made you want to start broadcasting that to other people?
Well, broadcasting gaming is really just an extension of the Let's Play. I mean, which is what came up through, like, Something Awful forums, thanks to YouTube. I used to do Let's Plays, like in 2007, 2008, I had a few up there. I didn't really I had no real way to edit it. It was all like Windows Movie Maker, and it kind of looked shoddy, and it was like 240 and blah, blah, blah. But anyway, streaming on Twitch was really the evolution of that. It was taking the concept of a Let's Play, but having it out there with an audience that you could interact with in real time, as opposed to trying to, like, gauge comments. And God forbid, anybody who's knows anything about the internet knows you need to just avoid the comments.
Oh yeah, no, don't read the comment section to anything.
Yeah, I mean, hell, you guys just got your first hater a few weeks ago. Fuck them, by the way.
Oh, you saw that? Oh, nice.
Well, I mean, long-time fan, first-time caller. But
right, there you go.
The whole broadcasting thing, it's an extension of the LP. It's just that's how I initially wanted to take this. Is when I first heard of Twitch. I'm like, oh, well, maybe I got the technology, maybe I can play something, and it really just kind of sprung to where it is now, to where I can now interact with people. Mind you, this is something that you can do whenever you go on any kind of social media platform over the internet, but you can interact and engage with people from all walks of life, from all over the world. And what's great about Twitch, it's branched out more than what it initially was, but that's one thing that's great about Twitch. It just brings a bunch of people together who have that common ground to game. And it went from me just wanting to explain the mechanics of a game, how to do something, the history behind it, to me just, getting partnered with Humble Bundle, being able to make some money, being able to raise money for charity. Like, it's brought a lot of people together for a lot of good things. And I feel like I'm just ranting right now because it's like...
No.
11 p.m.
Right. Eastern Standard, right.
Yeah.
No.
I don't want to get the location of myself. But...
No, totally. No, you're fine, dude. No, go ahead. No, so what would you say is your favorite thing about streaming?
Well, I mean, okay. First and foremost, I'm a gamer.
Mm-hmm.
So anytime I can play video games, be it alone or with other people, I'm on board for that.
Right.
But what I love so much about Twitch is, I guess personally, I used to MC. I used to work and help book and run, like, music venues. So I was used to being able to just feed off of a live crowd.
Mm-hmm.
And it's very stimulating for me on a personal level, without really getting too mushy about it. But like I said, the fact that you can just engage people from all walks of life and just constantly get that feedback, be it good, be it bad, be it learning things, be it getting invited and opened up to things you otherwise wouldn't be able to experience. It allows somebody to be more well-rounded and worldly in the comfort of their boxes at home.
That's actually probably a really good way to put just, interactions with anybody doing anything online.
That's a positive spin to it, yeah.
Yeah.
But that's how it appeals to me. That's how it resonates with me.
Nice. Okay. So now you, on your channel specifically, you have a very, specific like style of games that you play. I guess I should more say genre would be a better way to put it.
Well, I don't want to like pigeonhole myself, but of course, naturally, you're gonna have a better presentation if you enjoy what you're doing.
Sure.
And like a lot of my stuff is nostalgic, so I call myself I don't like the term retro gamer, but I guess that's kind of where I get labeled in. And I do tend to play a lot of RPGs, a lot of JRPGs, just because it's something where I can. It's an interactive story.
Oh yeah. No.
Some people have TV shows and movies or comic books. I have JRPGs.
Okay. No. I can totally feel that. Like I always say, we all have a fandom of some kind. What would you say is your favorite RPG and or JRPG?
Final Fantasy VI.
Oh, not 7, 6. Okay.
No, 7. Okay, you cannot compare.
I feel that 7's become kind of like the cliche answer though too.
6 and 7. I don't want to cause a debate with anybody or rile up the troops or the people on the bandwagon, but 6 and 7. Honestly, I think if you compare them to the time which they came out, the platform which they came out, 6 surpasses 7, but that is a generational gap. People younger than me might have been introduced to RPGs through 7, and so they have history with that, and so they think it's better than 6. I'm not going to get into the technical aspects of it, but 6 is my favorite for reasons which I will defend if need be, but I'm not going to do it right now.
Sure. Right, like I have this whole speech prepared.
Some people do. It's why you can't read comments.
Oh yeah, no. There's certain individuals that are just like fishing for like a confrontation, just like waiting. So yeah, I know what you mean. But why don't you go ahead and tell the people how they can find you?
Oh man, you can find me a number of places. One at Twitch, twitch.tv/Benwah. Not the French spelling, my own troll spelling phonetically, BENWAH. You can find me there. You can reach me on Twitter at Benwah Gaming. I don't tweet all that often, but definitely give me a follow because the more people I have there to talk to or tweet to or to respond to my tweets, the more likely I'm going to do it. Hear me on the One Giant Leap for Geeks podcast, which is going on right now.
Mm-hmm.
Look at that, I'm plugging you now. Awesome. I could probably show a lot more stuff, but I'm still very, very on self-promotion. I don't know. Just come check me out. If you like what you see, stick around.
All right, no, I think that's fair. Hey, no, that's awesome. Well, hey, man, we appreciate you coming on, and we would love to have you back on again.
Really? Okay. I would like to join you again sometime. That'd be nice.
Awesome. Sounds great. All right, well, I want to thank Benwah again for being on, and this has been Talking With.
Deuces.
So, we had a guest on, and Amber took a nap in between.
After work nap.
Right. But no, it was a pretty eventful week. There was a few things that came out, a few trailers that kind of bled over, like post, of our last episode going up that we didn't get a chance to talk about, and a few other things like that. But I figured we get some of that shit in, and then we're gonna bitch about Batman. I swear, Kevin Smith has a podcast called Fat Man on Batman. I feel like I should just call this podcast bitching about Batman because that was what episode 0 was called. Well, you know, of this podcast or the
as other
first
people
episode,
call
yeah.
pilot episode.
Sure, and it wasn't even that. I debated not even posting that thing because I was like cooking in the background and you hear me like scraping food and all kind of other shit. So yeah, it wasn't the best, and I was like doing it on my phone, and yeah, it was terrible. But whatever.
Everyone has to come from somewhere.
Sure. And everybody's like loving all this inside baseball talk. They're like, I don't give a fuck. Get to the shit that you said you were going to talk about. Okay. All right. So first off, E3 happened. For those of you who don't know, E3 is kind of like this big conference where, you know, they show off like new video games and consoles and stuff that are coming out and yada yada. It's you know, any of your gamer friends that get geeked out, you know, and excited around this time, this is what they're talking about. Well, at E3, they showed a bunch of shit ton of games that were coming out for the Switch, the Xbox One, the PS4. The PS4 had a lot of exclusives and shit. It was a whole bunch of different ones that came out. Way too many for me to do them all and give them justice. Because I'm like, there's no way in hell I'm going to talk about all that shit. But, I mean, there's...
No.
Yeah.
I can't sit there for that long and talk about games.
Yeah, Amber's like, fuck no. No, Amber's not a gamer. Well, we'll say that.
I have certain ones that I'll play.
Sure.
I'm very selective in my games, and I can't sit there and play them for very long.
That's fair. I will go balls deep in a game for a while. A good while. Too long. Anyway, so just two of the ones that I had wanted to talk about. Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. Now, this one is like the whole enchilada. Like, they put everything in the kitchen sink into this shit. Like, they literally have every character from all of the Super Smash Brothers up until this point. Like, all of them. Even ones that were in, like, DLC and, like, little one-offs who were just in one game and have never been seen or heard from again. They back.
They all back.
Right, so any of y'all fucking, you know, Super Smash Brothers hipsters like, oh, well, you know, I remember back when Super Smash Brothers was good. Like, there you go. All the characters that are super duper rare that you would have never thought you would have saw again are back, like, just for you. But I mean, honestly, they say it in a little promo thing, and it's kind of cheesy. Like, Amber and I were like kind of making fun of the Japanese guy that was doing a presentation for it,
Yeah.
because he was like doing these weird hand gestures when he was talking. He's like, "We present to you, you know, da 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 da," and Mario is back, and da da,
And yet you're moving your hands, and
no
no
one can see this. Yeah. Well, hey, you imagine me karate chopping the air, pretty much.
It looks
the whole
like
time.
a referee or someone
like the
directing airplanes.
Yeah,
as they come in the
guys
runway.
on the tarmac.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what you just looked like.
Right, there you go. So there's that visual that you can associate with that. But no, even though we kind of laughed at him and like mocked him and shit, it was pretty cool, like them going through the montage of all the different characters that are going to be there. Like, now I had talked to one of my friends about this off mic, and I had told him that I had kind of fallen out of fighting games for a while. I had got into shooters for a bit, and I had gotten into RPGs for a while, and MMOs, and, you know, I kind of like bounced through a lot of different gaming genres for a bit, and kind of left fighting games alone for a while. So I had no idea some of the characters that had been in Smash Bros. That I had never played before. Like, I didn't realize that you could be the Wii Fit trainers. You could fight
new.
as the Wii Fit trainers. It's not new to Ultimate. It's new to me, but it's been in.
It was
one
not
of the other
on.
ones.
I don't know how many they've released, but it is not on the one I've got.
Well, look, and like I said, they got characters from like DLC and all the other shit that are in there. So this could have been some special edition, you know,
Maybe.
Game of the Year edition.
Got
Character.
all the Pokemon.
Oh yeah, yeah. That, but you know, the Pokemon have been in it for a minute.
But you
now.
couldn't play as Pikachu.
No, really?
I don't think so.
Hmm.
You might have been, but
Oh, so
I remember Kirby.
Squirtle. That's the only character you get from Pokemon. Squirtle.
I thought that was just one of the themes you could do. It was like Pokemon World, and they would like pop up.
Yeah.
But I didn't know you could play as them.
I don't like. Well, what do you mean, like assist or something? Like when you're doing a finisher, like they come in or something?
Maybe.
Well, I don't know. I don't know
know.
where we're going with that train of thought. but besides that, Solid Snake is back. There's like 3 different links. Mario can use his hat as a weapon, like he does in Super Mario Odyssey. There's another character specifically that they had in there that I was like, that's hilarious. Oh, it's another Wii thing. The Wii avatars.
The Mii character.
Yeah, the Mii character. Out there looking like some broke ass Avengers and shit. I laughed so hard when I saw the one. I was like, man, I swear. He looked like Captain America with a sword.
Those are the characters from like the sports and like all the games you can play that are just for the Wii.
Yeah, basically the demo disc that came with the fucking game.
But those ones were the best.
Honestly, yeah. To be honest, the Wii, the best game that the Wii ever had, I feel like, was the little demo game. Yeah, the Wii Sports pack that came with it. It had tennis and boxing
and bowling.
Yeah, like that shit was actually
I liked
pretty
that.
good. Yeah, everything else that came out for the Wii was trash.
We're getting off topic.
Fuck the Wii, it's trash. Anyway, sorry for any Wii lovers out there, but the Wii is. Anywho, but no, they did go through and they revamped a lot of the characters, finishing moves. They brought back some levels from prior games. As well as like a lot of the fan favorites, and even made some new levels for Ultimate. Like, so if you like fighting games on any level, Super Smash Brothers is fucking good. Like, if you haven't played it, play it. This would be the one to get. Like, this is the one to get excited for because, goddamn, like, you couldn't ask for a bigger crossover of characters and games. I mean, they got Sonic and like every fucking body else. I mean, shit. I even think now that's who they need to get, like Kratos or somebody, or from God of War, or.
But those aren't.
Or like Assassin's Creed.
Those aren't Nintendo
like
characters.
Sonic
though.
is not a Nintendo character. Solid Snake is not. He's from PlayStation, Metal Gear games. Yeah, that's why it's such a big deal, because it's so many different, companies like working together and letting them use each other's, things or whatever.
No, okay.
I don't know.
It's not my genre.
But you play. You're actually pretty good at Super Smash Brothers. But
I do.
It's
like
one of them
it.
like accidental goods where it's like, oh, I just what did you say? What did you say to me off mic?
I don't know what the buttons do or what combination to push the buttons in. I just push them and I end up winning. So I really don't do anything specific. I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing, but I just hit a bunch of buttons and I win.
See, but honestly,
Every time.
I've been beaten by people like that a lot, and it makes me angry because it's like I try to learn the combos and shit, and I'll be
when my sister and
somebody
I
just come in here
play,
and just smash, and I die, and I'm
my
like,
sister and I are the same way. We both play the same exact way, and
somebody
I don't know.
listen, it's like, yeah, it's because you a trash gamer. That's why.
Probably. I don't care.
No, I'm talking about me.
Oh.
Oh, excuse me, sorry. But anyway. Also, the other one I wanted to talk about is, especially because I've been like balls deep in the universe, is Fallout 76. So I'm currently right now like 20 some odd hours into Fallout 4, and I have not played the original 2 Fallouts nor Fallout 3. I started out on New Vegas.
Is that 4?
That's the one before Fallout 4. It's like an in-between game. It was almost like a spin-off game, if you would. oddly enough. But I don't know, it was just something about, I seen the trailers for it, and I heard some people talk about it, and it seemed like, alright, you know, this could be something I'd be maybe interested in playing, and I started and I fell in love with Fallout like immediately. So I've played all through New Vegas, and I'm, you know, working my way through Fallout 4 now, and they've, you know, finally come out and now it's Fallout 6. There have been a lot of like theories about like what this game was gonna be and when it was gonna take place in the Fallout timeline, which a lot of the fans guessed correctly. It is the earliest entry in the franchise. Like this is going to be like 20 years, I think they said, a little over 20 years after the bombs dropped in the Fallout universe. And because most of the other games are like 150 years after the war, 200 years after the war, like this is the most like closest to the bombs dropping, you know, with only being a couple decades later. And these are some of the first people who came out of the vaults and started trying to re-inhabit the world and rebuild society and stuff like that. And this one's going to have a lot of elements of that. So, yes, fans guess right that it is going to be taking place, you know, and right after, you know, relatively speaking, the war. And it is going to be an online survival, you know, RPG. This is going to be completely online all the time. Like, think Destiny or Daisy, something like that. Amber cannot stand the Fallout, not because she thinks it's a bad game, but what do you call it?
The menu game. Every time I look at the screen, all you are doing is on a menu. Like, maybe once or twice I'll look up and I'll see you maybe shooting someone, but 99% of the time, it's a menu.
But to be fair, it's kind of how I played the game, but that's really the beauty of Fallout, is because you can approach it however you want. You don't have to necessarily run and gun. You can be more stealthy about things, or more meticulous about, you know, collecting things and crafting stuff, or just, you know, raiding people and taking all their stuff. So, you know, that's what I enjoy about it, because I end up making like multiple characters and going through and, you know, just, I remember in New Vegas I made some just crazy evil buff dude, and I just like but he was really dumb.
Oh gosh.
So like I made his intelligence really low, so when people would talk to me, it would just be like my character's response would just be a random set of words that really made no sense whatsoever, and then it would eventually end in us fighting and me killing them. Because that's just... Because
it's a fun game.
Well, yeah, because I wanted to play it that way, because the way I played with my original character was, like, I was the good guy. You know, I tried to right the wrongs of the wasteland and, you know, have the different factions and stuff not be at war with each other, and tried to have the best possible outcome given all of the choices that I had, you know, in front of me. Because you can align with different factions, and that means that you have to beef or kill other factions maybe, or, you know, stop some other people from trying to reach their goals. So, you know, it's fun like that. But this one, Fallout 76, is going to be interesting, because this is the first one that's going to be online. All the way up until this point, the Fallout franchise has always been just a solo single-player game. And now you can have other people in it, and it's going to be different than anything that they've done before. Now, they say that they're going to have a solo campaign with this as well, but, you know, we'll see. But with it being online and being multiplayer, the map had to become much bigger than any of the other games. Now, Fallout 4 has the biggest map of any of the Fallout games so far. This is going to have a map that's like 4 times bigger than Fallout 4. So you'll have a lot of places to explore, from what they say. There will be a lot of, you know, different layers and caves and different things like that. The building bases and crafting, you know, houses and weapons, you know, turrets and stuff to defend your bases are back, and I guess are going to play a much bigger part in this one than any of the other, or not any of the other, but at least Fallout 4. did. In Fallout 4, I didn't really care for the whole base building elements and stuff like that. It was just kind of like it's whatever. I mean, it's kind of fun to do, but I don't know. They didn't really integrate it in, I don't feel, the right way to make me want to build up my base, because I didn't need to actually progress in the game, really. But in this, it seems like it's going to be a big part of it, because, you know, you can build up your base with your friends, and then other players can probably come attack it and try and raid it and stuff, or creatures in the wasteland will come and try and destroy your shit. From what they showed in the trailers, and they showed, you know, like a bunch of people like fighting this giant bat creature thing that could like scream these sonic waves that was destroying a base, and they're shooting up in the air at it. It was really cool looking. So I'm more than anything else, I mean, Resident Evil 2 is probably at my top peak of I'm the most excited for out of anything else, but I think Fallout 76 is like right underneath that, you know, and then, you know, Smash Bros. And then everything else kind of falls underneath that. I mean, I'm still excited for Death Stranding as well, but we still have no idea what this game is going to be, so fucking, I don't know. It's hard for me to get excited for something when I have no idea really what it's going to be, and they keep cock teasing me the whole way through. It's like I actually want to see some real gameplay and let me know what I'm actually going to be doing. It's that time again for America's #1 show, Dumb Shit of the Week. That's right, Dumb Shit of the Week is a show where you, yes you, submit your findings of dumb shit and we talk about it. Want your submission on the show? Find us on Twitter at GiantLeap4Geeks, or you can email us at officialoglfg@gmail.com. Now here's your host for the evening, Amber.
Hey guys, our first story tonight, The Last Jedi Remake, sent by Nick of Nerd to the Third Podcast. You can find him on iTunes and on Twitter at TX3 Productions. A Twitter page at RM The Last Jedi is petitioning to remake Star Wars The Last Jedi. The tweet says, "Our team of producers is offering to cover the budget for a remake of The Last Jedi in order to save Star Wars. Share this and spread the word to let at Robert Iger and Disney know you want this. This isn't a joke. We're ready to have the convo now. Hashtag remake The Last Jedi. Hashtag Star Wars." What?
No, don't get me wrong. I did not enjoy, for a multitude, and if you've been following this show since the beginning, you know that I did not like The Last Jedi at all.
Neither did I.
But you didn't even fucking watch it. I liked it so much, I didn't even watch that bullshit. But yeah, I am not in favor. Look, we are not condoning this bullshit, guys. Geek culture everywhere cannot take this kind of dumb shit. Just please. We cannot have this remake movies that we don't like the way that they turned out immediately after they come out. The movie isn't even a year old yet, and people are already like remake the movie. And it's like, we haven't even gotten the sequel to this movie in the trilogy yet to see how everything, you know, pans out from the ending of this last movie that everybody's so upset about. So how are we going to remake something that we don't even know the ending to the story of yet? They're just like, at this point, Star Wars fans are so pissed off. They're like, fuck it. We don't care. We just want it. Just wipe the slate clean. They kind of like how I am with the DC universe. I'm just like, get rid of all this bullshit. Like, I'm done with everything. Like, fuck it all. Like,
Just clear the slate.
Kylo Ren has a line in the movie where he says, let go of the past, like, let it die, kill it if you have to. So, yeah, just kill it. Just be done with all this shit and just let it go. Just, honestly, I'm pretty sure that there's a good contingent of fans out there who are just like, they just hope they just stop making Star Wars movies altogether.
Me.
You're not a Star Wars fan. I'm like, no, there is a contingent of people in the fandom that are to the point where they just don't want to see any more movies, like, at all. At least not as long as it's with Disney, and it ain't even Disney. Like, Disney is not known for giving up properties or giving properties away or selling them off. So
They're very greedy.
yeah, I'm like, they own Marvel for life. Like that ain't look. They
They've
gonna
planted
have
roots down in that. It's theirs.
right. They gonna have Robert Downey Jr. ass strung up on some fucking puppeteering strings, like making him be Iron Man at fucking Disney World and shit for the kids.
I love Disney.
Right.
This is my home.
He'll be 106 years old talking about I am Iron Man. Oh, but yeah, no. This kind of shit. What I find so funny about it though is they are putting up the money for it. Like they ain't bullshitting. This ain't
they
just
want it to happen.
some troll and shit. They like no. They tagged Robert Iger, the CEO of Disney, and Disney as a corporation itself, and called them out and was like, "We ready to meet at the table. We ready to have the convo." Hashtag remake The Last Jedi. I was like, what is this conversation supposed to entail?
They want a job, and they want to do it how they want to do it.
Right, like, we can fix this. We have the technology.
Let us remake your movie for you.
Right. It's
You
like,
won't regret it.
It's like the movie that we haven't even put out the sequel to yet. Okay. Yeah. Like, and fix it how? Like, what do they do? I mean, I just want to see how this whole thing would play out. Like, what exactly would happen if Bob Iger did say to them, okay, all right, I'll let you do it. Like, you come up with a story and whatever you want, you get the script down, I'll give you the budget, and you shoot it and we'll put it out. Like, what exactly, who dictates what is wrong with The Last Jedi and what needs to be fixed about it? I mean, now, there are things that just almost pretty much fundamentally break the whole universe. Just the rules were broken in such a way to where it's like, okay, just Admiral Holdo using the hyperdrive to crash through the enemy fleet. Like, you can't do shit like that. I'm not gonna go into the whole thing, but there's like hundreds, thousands of YouTube videos about why that's a problem. Just go look that shit up. But anyway, the moral to this whole story is we're not gonna do this. Like, even if you somehow got Disney to let you do this, like, we should not be even entertaining this kind of idea. Like, eventually someone will come along and make a sequel or a remake to something that was popular at a time or had the potential to be popular for a time. You don't need to make petitions and shit for this. Plus, this shit just looks pathetic and, like, angry. Like, don't do this kind of shit.
They've got a dream, they've got a petition, and they've got money.
Or
You can't stop
change.org.
them.
Right. Shit, we making America great again, goddamn.
One movie at a time.
Right, remake The Last Jedi. Fuck them.
What's Her Secret? Sent by Trisha and Shauna, a Two Girls on a Bench podcast. You can find them on iTunes, and they are on Twitter at @2 Girls on a Bench. A woman claims to have found the secret to beautiful skin, acne, depression, and it may even cure cancer. Dog urine. There's a YouTube video of the woman having her dog pee in a cup, and she drinks it on camera, claiming it has helped her clear her acne and she no longer suffers from depression.
So, okay.
She has found the miracle drug.
I
would never.
In the video, the girl, I'm not really sure what exactly she's... I feel like she's high. I feel like she has to be on a drug of some kind because I'm not sure what exactly she's on to possess her to think like this is a good idea. Like in the video, she talks about how she's like in a park and she has the dog and they're by a tree and she has like this little Dixie cup in her hand and she's like she has the dog over and pee in the cup and she's talking about how there's like different kind of acids and vitamin A and all this other shit, and she's like, and it cured my my acne, and I'm no longer depressed, and I feel better, and I have more energy, and as she's doing this now, mind you, this isn't like, oh, the dog peed a little bit in the cup. The dog about filled the cup. It was like a beer, like worth of like dog piss, and she chugged that shit. And then it wasn't enough that she drank it and then goes on and on about all the benefits of it and why it's so great and why she's so smart for doing it. But she then like takes every last drop out of the bottom and like licks the rim of the cup and everything else, and it's like, ugh, it is so. And she don't like pour no like Sweet and Low in there,
Sweet and Low,
anything just to make it like not taste like dog piss or just piss in general. It is so. She's like, oh, and it tastes good, and oh man, I was like, oh, I wouldn't give a fuck if it cured AIDS. I'm not drinking piss of any kind.
I don't care if it made me live forever. Made me look like I've never aged. Like, I don't care.
I could have had my legs chopped off in a horrible accident and been dying in the street, and I still would not drink. Oh,
nope.
Man. And what's really funny, the best part is at the very end, she's like, and this, that, and the other, blah, blah, it has all these benefits, blah, blah, blah. She's like, and that's why I look better than y'all. And then it just goes off. And I was like, the fuck would... I was like, oh, man, hell no.
She had to tell everybody.
Oh, man. So, yes, thank you, Trisha and Shauna. That shit was... we keep getting weird ones about people ingesting weird shit. Like, there was the Vicks Vapor Rub lady... There was the lady who just ate nothing but ice cream bars. And then, and after editing and listening to that episode, sidebar, no pun intended with the sidebar, ice cream bars and ice cream sandwiches are two very distinct different things. I'm of fudgesicle and a creamsicle and stuff, those are ice cream bars. It is just a ice cream frozen into a bar shape. Like anything breaded is an ice cream sandwich, and anything that does not actually have ice cream in it is a popsicle. So just like frozen
fruit
water
juice.
and fruit juice, that is a popsicle. Ice cream bars are anything from, like I said, strawberry shortcake, all that kind of stuff, to fudgesicles, creamsicles, any of that kind of shit. Those are ice cream bars. Ice cream sandwiches are like ice cream sandwiches. Like even like the cookie ones.
That's too specific.
What? I'm just saying. Because I felt like I had made a valid point when I used those as examples, and you were like, no, those are ice cream bars. So yeah.
Hashtag always has to be right.
Pretty much, yeah.
The Spit's Not Free, sent by the Cold Read Podcast. You can find them on coldreadpodcast.com, and they are on Twitter at Cold Read Show. A Long Island man had just finished his meal at the Bohemian Hall and Beer Garden when he got his check, and he said he was paying for a well-done burger with cheddar, mayo, and a glob of spit. The waitress denied writing the note, and the manager fired the waitress and offered the man a refund.
No, the guys at the Cold Read Podcast had sent us this, and they said that it's not far from where they record at, like the restaurant where this happened at. And I was like, in the article that they had sent to, it did say that the manager said that he doesn't believe that the cook did spit in the man's food, but that he understood his concern. Well, my thing is, who wrote the note? Like,
exactly.
Okay, I'm assuming it was the waitress.
Because she inputs what's on the receipt.
Sure, right. But at the same time, it's like, well, why would you do some dumb shit like that?
She wanted to get fired.
Just then quit. Like, what do you... You can't collect unemployment for getting fired for doing some dumb shit like that.
I don't know. Maybe she was just having a real bad day.
Man, I don't know, man. It just seemed like maybe she just was like, had like an attitude. But he said that he had a pleasant experience with her as well, too. It wasn't like it was bad service. Maybe he was being a dick, she felt, and I don't know. Maybe she didn't think he'd see it?
I don't know. There's certain things you never know.
No. And then the guy, the patron, he's all like, oh, the manager's saying like, oh, what can I do to make this right, or for this inconvenience? And he's like, I've already ate the motherfucking food. Like, what do you? Nothing. Unless you can turn back time.
I was gonna say, I want that image and that knowledge out of my head.
Oh man, I'm like that's I don't know. Look, I feel like if you're gonna do some dumb shit like that, you may as well had put that you shit on the burger. if you're gonna put on his receipt that you spit on it, you
it's
might
not
as well
a burger. It's made of something. It's a special burger.
Right. It's completely, there's no beef in that at all.
It's a
Unless
secret
you count the beef
menu.
that I ate and then shit it out my ass.
It's on the secret menu.
The secret menu. Oh yeah, that's on the McDonald's secret menu. Yeah. That's the number 2.
Oh wow.
There you go.
That's a little too far.
Do you listen to the show? Really? Do you
listen to my
Pussy
life?
Yogurt? No.
I live this.
Oh yeah. No, Amber gets it all the time. It's great. But yeah, okay. Let's just say this happened to you. What would you want from them? I mean, obviously, I'm not paying for that shit, but
I wouldn't want to pay for it. I would want to know what happened to whoever did it.
Well, they said she got fired.
So she got fired, but still, like, you would have to reevaluate your entire staff, I feel like, after something like that happened. You'd have to go in and do damage control with your entire staff because no one's going to want to eat there after knowing that.
Just come over like the PA, like, I feel that we should not have to have this conversation, but it is not a part of... What's the name of that place again?
Bohemian Hall and Beer Garden.
It is not the policy of the Bohemian Hall and Beer Garden to put that we are spitting on our patrons' food on their receipt. If you could not do that, that would be much appreciated. That is all. It's like how did that meeting go exactly? I don't know. See, but this is the kind of dumb shit though that makes people that talk shit about millennials, like, this is the shit that gives them ammunition, even though they in of themselves are probably millennials. So, spoiler alert: if you are not like 40 and over, you are a millennial. Just putting that out there. So all y'all motherfuckers talking shit, you are talking about yourself. Now, granted, there are a certain subsection of the younger end of the spectrum of our generation that has, shown that they've done dumb shit. But I feel like we were doing the same kind of dumb shit. It's just that we didn't have the internet.
Exactly.
When we were doing it. So you couldn't broadcast it on YouTube to the world.
Nobody our age was just carrying around a big camcorder and sending it to AFV. Like, no.
Right. Nobody in Bangladesh could watch it on their phone, at any point. So, yeah. Now, I just think it's easier to put it in front of you. That's all. That's the only thing that's changed.
That's true.
But yeah, no, definitely don't. If you work in food service, I know people can piss you off, but don't put that you spit, or if you can spit on their burger. I mean, okay, I shouldn't say that.
No,
I'm going to. You can spit on their burger if they're shitty to you. You can do all kind of shit to their food. That's why I'm always like, man, don't catch an attitude with people who are making your food, at least until after they've already made your food. Then you can be a dick. But if you're gonna do something like that, you shouldn't. But if you have to, if you must, don't literally put on their receipt that you did it. And I mean,
don't give yourself up.
And I mean, is that like an option on the menu screen too? Is to put that, or does she
Add
have to like
spit? Type it in.
Right, custom put that in. Yeah. Right. And how much was that? Did she bill him for that? Because it's on the bill, so it was like, what portion of my bill was spit?
It was an extra $2.
Right. Hell yeah. That was more than extra fries. The fuck.
Remember, Dumb Shit of the Week is your show, so send in your submissions. Every week we'll compile them, read them, and shout you out for sending it. So keep them coming. You can send it to us on Twitter at GiantLeap4Geeks or email it to officialoglfg@gmail.com.
Okay, so moving on, we got the trailer for Creed 2. Now, sidebar immediately before we start, to all you anime fans out there, you probably know this, but to you the uninitiated, as Razel would say, there's a poster out for the movie. And it's just a picture of Michael B. Jordan. It's like black and white. And it's just the number 2 behind him. And it's like Roman numerals 2. And a lot of people online have pointed out that he looks like Gon from Hunter x Hunter when he transforms and has this like super crazy long hair. Like, look it up. Like, look up the Creed 2 poster and you'll see what I mean. Like, literally, look it up. Amber's like, what the fuck?
I'm like, who are you talking to right now?
The person that I'm like staring at across the table. This isn't like I'm breaking the fourth wall and talking to the audience. Shit. Like, I'm talking to you, yes.
Okay, yeah. He's standing there with his boxing gear on, his gloves, and
yeah, but if you look at it, especially give me your phone, especially from a distance, that looks like his hair is going up.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, so now you know what I'm talking about
Yeah.
when I watch Hunter x Hunter, yeah. And now you'll never unsee it.
Actually, no. That made me think of Hey Arnold. The dude in Hey Arnold where his hair is really high.
Oh,
or is that
his friend? It's not
yeah.
Arnold, it's the black kid.
Yeah.
Oh god. Damn.
You know what I'm talking about.
Damn.
I don't know his name.
Somebody tweet at me. What's the kid? What's Arnold's best friend's name in Hey Arnold? The black kid with the kid and play haircut. Which one is he? What is his name? I cannot for the life of me remember.
I wasn't allowed to watch that show, so
Yeah. Anyway, moving on. Yeah. So the trailer has come out and it opens with Adonis, he's in the hospital and his girlfriend's talking to him and she's like, we're gonna get through this and don't worry. And he's beat the fuck up. He looks really bad. So like I don't know at what point in the movie that's gonna be, but he looks pretty beat up.
Yeah.
During that scene. And then it kind of just goes to like a montage of him training and Sylvester Stallone talking to him, talking about how his father had died at the hands of Drago, and it's okay to give up sometimes, and you don't have to do this. Basically, this motherfucker's gonna kill you. Like don't do this shit. Like don't.
he's just trying to talk him out.
Yeah, hold your dead body in my arms too. The villain this time around is going to be Ivan Drago's son from Rocky 3. The guy who killed Apollo Creed, it is his son. At the very end of the trailer, he just kind of turns his back to the camera and you can see like his little jacket or thing or whatever. I don't know.
His pre-fight gear.
Yeah, is there a name? Like, is there an official name for the little
robe
that they wear? They probably just call it a robe.
Probably.
I wonder if there's some cool little name for it, some fancy. The fighter's robe. The robe of the gladiators. I don't know. But yeah, he turns his back and on the back of his robe it just says Drago, and it's like, oh shit. Now don't get me wrong. This looks promising, but I'm still a little hesitant because they switched directors. Like Ryan Coogler, the guy who directed Fruitvale Station, the first Creed, and Black Panther, he's not doing this one. So I'm a little bit worried at how the new guy's going to do. From just the trailer itself, just visually, it looks really good. I'm interested to see what the story is, if it's just going to be completely about him fighting Drago Jr. or Ivan Jr., whatever the fuck. But
like mortal enemies.
yeah, I don't know. And it's just like I wanted this to kind of become its own thing. Like I was kind of I didn't want Rocky to die at the end of the movie, but I kind of was, hoping that he would, because then he could move on and grow out into his own thing.
Build his own story.
Exactly, yeah, because, this... This movie, at least the way it seems on its face, is leaning more into the nostalgia factor of the Rocky franchise than the first Creed did. Like, the first one was just kind of like, oh, hey, I'm Apollo's son, and it felt more like it was its own story with just attachments to the past franchise.
Yeah.
This one feels like, okay, no, we're staying like balls deep in that universe, because I'm pretty sure even Ivan Drago is coming back as well. Like, he is training his son for the fight. So I don't know. Like, obviously this movie would not exist if it was not for the Rocky movies, but I kind of wanted it to be its own thing. Like, I don't really want it to just stay, in so entrenched in the past Rocky movies. It's like, what is he gonna fight, Mr. T's son in the next movie? Like, I don't want that shit. It's like, come on.
It just follows in the footsteps of the Rocky movies.
Oh God, yeah, no, I don't need that shit. And I really don't like the fact that they're using the son of my father's killer trope. It's like that is so played out in like every genre of movie. Like, oh, your father killed my father, and I will have my revenge. Like, he even has a line where he's like, I'm going to rewrite history. How? Because you beat his son? You ain't beat him?
It's not the same thing.
Apollo is still dead. Like, you're not undoing anything that happened. So that, I don't know, that kind of...
You can't wipe your father's slate clean.
Right, exactly. Like, just because you... And if anything, Rocky should be the one who you should be like, oh, rewrote history or wiped the slate clean. What the fuck? Wiped the slate clean, because he was the one who, in the end, ended up beating Ivan Drago. I mean, he didn't kill him, but he beat him. So I don't know. I'm gonna go see it no matter what.
It's gonna be a good movie.
Don't say that. We not giving it that much. Oh no, it's gonna be good. Like, no, it's gonna be a movie. Whether or not it's good shall be determined at a later date. Because I thought Suicide Squad was gonna be good, and well, I don't know. I'm saying this in front of the wrong person. Amber likes Suicide Squad, so but Amber likes a lot of trash shit. So it's okay. I love you.
Trying to kick you.
Oh, she said, "Fuck you." But no. Do you have any other thoughts on Creed 2?
I'm just interested to see how it plays out, especially with the new director. So, just see how they play or portray the characters that are already in the movie. See where their little stories go.
Like, I do want to see what happens with his relationship and how that evolves and changes, throughout the rest of this. Because I did like their relationship in the first movie. Like, I think that was one of the strengths of Creed, was the relationships between the leads. I don't know. Sylvester Stallone, though, he looks like he on his fucking deathbed. I'm sorry. I'm like, he looked okay in Guardians of the Galaxy, but in this, like, he just looks rough, man. Now, I don't know if maybe they're making him look a bit more aged and ragged because like the cancer, treatments and all that shit that he went through, but I don't know, man.
It definitely ages a person.
He looks rough, man. I'm just like, Jesus. Yeah, I mean, more power to him. I mean, I'm glad that he's still working and stuff, and I don't know though. I still think that he should have died in the first one, and that the sequel should have been nothing related to any of the prior Rocky movies at all. It should have just been, Creed 2, the, Legend of Creed continues. and just kept it like that and just kept it moving. But I mean, that's just me. I don't know. I mean, some people are probably like, I won't even watch this shit if it don't have some connection to Rocky. So, I mean, I don't know. It could just be me. But anyway, so I don't know what to even say anymore about the whole Ben Affleck being Batman situation. Like, I feel like I have exhausted this point to the point of exhaustion, but then every few weeks to a month or so, it's like a monthly Batman update. So our continuing coverage of the ongoing Ben Affleck, will he, won't he keep being Batman, continues. So there was a report that had came out, and hang on, let me pull this up here, because I want to give it straight from the horse's mouth, so to speak.
He just wants to keep everyone on his toes.
Oh, is that what he's doing?
Yeah.
He's like,
He's just keeping it interesting.
He's like, I'm gonna do it. No, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. No. No. Okay, so I'm getting this from comicbookmovie.com. It said, we've recently heard from reliable sources that Matt Reeves' The Batman will focus on a younger version of the Caped Crusader, presumably set in the earlier days of the DCEU before he crossed paths with Superman and Wonder Woman. There have also been rumors that it will be a standalone adventure with no ties to the other movies, and the situation remains rather confusing as a result. Now, Ben Affleck has not came out and said anything per se, and the director has not came out and confirmed this or anything like that. Like, these are still speculation and rumors at this point. But I've heard this too many times to not
start to believe.
Right, pretty much at this point, be like, yeah, I think he ain't finna do this bullshit. Mm-hmm. Like he owns some other shit now, because where there's smoke, there's fucking fire. Like, I'm serious. Like, I was skeptical in the beginning. I was one of those people that I went, I don't know about Ben Affleck being Batman. Like, he sucked in Daredevil. Like, I don't want to see him fuck up Batman too. But he did pretty good. He was a little murdery for my taste.
I liked him as Batman, but I like all that stuff that you don't like.
Pretty
all
much,
stuff
you're
you
like
think
my
is
reverse
like
Flash.
Exactly.
Yeah. Everything I hate, you love, and everything I love, you hate. So, well, you like the Marvel movies. That's
yeah,
the one thing
I do enjoy them.
Yeah, you think Thor has the best movies? Which
1 and 2.
You don't like Thor?
I like.
Of course you don't.
Let's not. Go
I
there.
like that one because of course you don't. Yeah, of course it would make sense that you would.
We're not going there.
But what was the point that I was making to go in there in the first place? She's like, I don't fucking know.
He was a little murdery.
Yeah. I thought he was okay, but I thought he was a little murdery for my taste. But that being said, he, for the most part, had kind of pulled me over to his side. And then he kind of phoned that shit in Justice League. And in between Batman vs. Superman and Justice League, he had made it very clear that he was not going to be directing the Batman movie if the script wasn't to a point that he was happy with. And then he ended up dropping out, which I'm like, okay, so does that mean that the script is not good since he's not going to be directing it? Because he said if the script ain't good, I ain't going to direct it, and he's not directing the movie. So what does that mean?
Tell you?
Right. And so then they bring Matt Reeves in, and he scraps the whole thing, and he's like, we starting over from scratch. Like, I'm doing my own thing. Like, all this bullshit y'all was working on, this ain't working. We starting over. And there had been rumors for a while that Jake Gyllenhaal was going to be the new Batman and everything. The face that Amber just made. Why you hating on Jake Gyllenhaal being Batman?
I don't know. I'd have to see it.
She's like, ugh. That's the face like, ugh. Jake Gyllenhaal, ugh, hell no. She's like, shit, I wouldn't even let that motherfucker play Robin, let alone Batman. But, so... But then, Matt Reeves kind of was trying to reassure fans like, oh, this is going to be a part of the DCEU, this, that, and the other. But according to this rumor, it doesn't seem that way. So
Is it just out there on its own?
Right, like it's going to be its own separate thing. So I'm like, so are we going to have, excuse me, are we going to have two separate Batmans? Are we going to have Ben Affleck Batman in the DCEU and a, you know, Zac Efron Batman spinoff movie? Like, what are we doing? They have Jared Leto play Batman and the Joker in both the spinoff movies. That's what's going to happen.
Let's do that.
I know Amber would be all about that. She loved her some Jared Leto. So, but anyway, the rest of the article goes on to say, and this is them quoting their source. They said, so essentially, yeah, with quotation fingers. So essentially, they want to develop this Batman movie as if it is a reboot, as if it's all new. But they're not going to make any overt statements about it. They're just going to make a movie about a younger Batman who, I believe, takes place in the past, which will create a back door for if they ever want to do a cross-pollinate. For if they ever do, want to cross-pollinate him with the other DC characters again. They're going to make Batman as his own standalone franchise. They're going to basically start him over again to a degree. But they're going to leave a back door open so that, depending on how the next few DC movies do, from there they can decide which continuity he's a part of and whether or not they're going to push forward on the shared concept or do more crossover movies. So, you know, TLDR, basically they're going to make a spin-off Batman movie, and if Aquaman and Wonder Woman don't suck, then they will somehow try to integrate this new Batman into
the universe,
the current DCEU. So
basically everything's kind of up in the air still.
It would seem that way, but I'm of the mind that it's pretty much a done deal that Ben Affleck's not going to be Batman.
Probably not.
Because the studio would not be investing hundreds of millions of dollars into a movie to reboot Batman if they weren't going to reboot Batman.
That's true. They wouldn't be already moving on to the backup plan.
Yeah, and that's my thing. Like, if it was all still speculation and shit and rumors that were just coming from quote-unquote sources and not from the actors themselves and directors saying, like, oh, yeah, no, my Batman movie's not going to be connected to none of this bullshit. And then Warner Brothers is like, the fuck is you telling these people this shit?
Shut
They
up.
gonna lose their goddamn mind. He like, oh, no, I mean, yeah, no, Wonder Woman going to be in it. No, it's going to be
See
great.
him getting
Yeah.
poked in the back of the stick.
Yeah, no, it's going to be awesome. Good times for everybody ahead. I'm telling you guys, it's going to be great. Don't you worry.
Warner Brothers rocks.
That's gonna be on all the posters for the Batman movie. Warner Brothers rocks. But you know, they said also that they're making 2 simultaneous Joker movies. So maybe they might just have 2 simultaneous Batmans. They're gonna have a
All the Jared Leto.
No, there's gonna be a Jared Leto standalone Joker movie. And somebody else standalone Joker movie. Who knows? I don't, but
We don't care either.
at the same time, it's like, you know, I kind of get mad at like the upper brass over at Warner Brothers because I'm like, what are you guys over there doing? Like, you're just throwing out anything at this point. It's like you can't have 2 versions of the same character out simultaneously with 2 different actors from the same studio. Like, that, it's not a good look. It makes people think that you don't believe in one or the other because you feel like you gotta have both, or people are gonna think you just don't know what the fuck you're doing. But you were gonna.
They're gonna get confused.
Yeah, that too. Yeah, because if you don't follow this shit or have, you know, people like me to explain it to you, it's like you're just gonna be like, well, all right. I saw this Joker movie and now they're making another. Is this one? And you're going to be in the whole theater like, well, why does he look different? And why is he not this, that, and the other? And
Everything's just going to start to mesh together.
yeah. You're going to have 16 Batmans and 47 Flashes and, you know, 63 Spider-Mans, and we're just going to be doing our thing.
Life will be good.
Yeah. No, it's going to be great times. I mean, look. Matt Reeves is a good director. I like the Planet of the Apes movies, so, I mean, am very interested in seeing what he does with a Batman movie. That being said, though, do I want them to reboot this? No, because it's like we have so much invested in what's there. But at the same time, they've kind of shit the bed with these movies to the point where it's like, I don't know. I mean, what Aquaman comes out in November?
Something like that.
December, I think, actually. December, I think. Either way, if Aquaman isn't like a game-changing, like, oh my god, this is the movie I've been waiting for my entire life. I'm so glad I've lived to see this moment. When does it come out?
December 21st.
Okay, so right before Christmas. So I'm like, yeah, unless this is just a knock it out of the park hit, just through and through, they're not going to integrate any new Batman into the DCEU, and they're probably just going to scrap the whole idea of trying to do a Marvel, team up movie and all that kind of shit, and just have everybody just have standalone movies.
That's how it works. Just keep it.
I mean, but this could not necessarily be a bad thing, because maybe it is a good idea for them not to do a shared universe, but maybe learning from this, they could then go on to make standalone movies of characters that they may not have before. Like, they can make a Cyborg movie and a Flash movie and shit like that. I am shocked that we got a Green Lantern movie before we got a Flash movie, that we got a that's pretty much it, because all they do is just make fucking Batman movies, and sometimes they'll make a Superman movie, but they make Batman movies like every couple of years now, so it's like, whatever. Batman ain't going nowhere. Ever since the 89 Batman came out, there's been a Batman movie like every 2 to 3 years, like clockwork, pretty much, so yeah.
People like Batman, I guess.
I mean, Batman is awesome, and if DJ Melly Mel was here, she'd be like, yep, the Batman is the shit. But, yeah, I mean, I don't know. Like, somebody just at DC, somebody just take the reins and say, hey, this is what we're going to do. This is the direction that we're going to go, and we're going to just stick to that shit. We're going to see it through to the end. But all this back and forth and having simultaneous versions of characters, because we don't know which one fans are going to respond to, and playing this wait and see game and everything else, it's like, just make your plan and stick to the plan. I mean, I don't know what Marvel's secret sauce is per se, but I can say that whatever it is, I think a big part of it is planning and sitting down and having, a story arc mapped out for how these movies are going to intertwine with each other and where this thing is going overall. And not just, hey, we're just kind of doing it on the fly. We're just making it up as we go.
They're very organized, and they've got their shit together.
Oh, yeah. Because when Marvel, when Kevin Feige comes out and does like a announcement about the movies that they're making, they have a whole thing showing like the dates and what movies are coming out and the titles, and the stars will come, and Robert Downey Jr. will come out and throw roses to motherfuckers and all kind of shit. Well, I think he did that at Comic-Con, actually, but still.
He's like, I'll even come home with you.
Right, pretty much, yeah. And you, too, can own yourself a Robert Downey Jr., young lady. For the low, low price. But, yeah. So, I don't want Ben Affleck to be Batman anymore, but at the same time, I kind of don't necessarily want them to do this, wait and see shit. It's like, oh, we're going to make it, and then if people keep liking Ben Affleck being Batman and he keeps wanting to do it, we'll let him keep doing it, but we'll have this side thing on the side just in case.
We'll just wait and see.
They're hedging their bets, and I don't like that shit. Fuck that. But anywho. Before we go, though, I do want to do a shout out to the Pipin' Hot Tea podcast. They broke our curse on our iTunes ratings, and we now have 51 ratings on iTunes, 50 of which are now 5 stars. thank you so much. Go check out their show, Piping Hot Tea, with Vince and Emily. They discuss anything and everything with fresh content every week and off the wall topics. Give them a listen, find their show, and subscribe to them on iTunes and SoundCloud. And make sure you go follow them on Twitter at PHT Podcast. Thank you so much. You guys were so awesome for that. I am very happy because whoever was the poor unfortunate soul that gave us the 1-star rating fucked up my streak of 5 stars, but now I can say I have 55-star reviews with 1-star review. And the review that they left was so very nice, and it was so sweet. They say, totally unique, the hosts are hilarious, and the topics are great. The content is relatable, and what more could you ask for? What more could you want? They also are a huge part of the Podden family community. Give them a listen. 5 stars. So I was like, thank you guys. Thank you so much. That was really, really nice of you. But anyway, that is it for the show, guys. Hey, go check us out on Podbean. They are one of the best podcasting apps out there. Podbean's been a leader in the field of podcasting for well over 10 years. They have been developing innovative tools for podcasters and podcast listeners. You can download it on the App Store or get it on Google Play Music. But remember, you can always find us at our home, onegiantleapforgeeks.libsyn.com, or we are on iTunes, Spotify, Google Play Music, or anywhere else you get your podcasts. Make sure to show us some love, so go ahead and like, subscribe, rate, follow, review, and all that shit.
Got any questions you want us to answer on the show? Any comments, criticisms, or you just want to say hi? You can email us at officialoglfg@gmail.com. You can also find us on Twitter at GiantLeap4Geeks, and on Facebook, Reddit, Pinterest, Tumblr, and Instagram. Just search for One Giant Leap for Geeks. Bye!